What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So the NBA, as we all know, has been crazy the last couple of days. We've had two ginormous trades go down, and of course, we've responded by doing a Luka Doncic Lakers rebuild, Anthony Davis Mavericks rebuild. We just did the Chicago Bulls side of this three-team trade. We did a Fox Spurs rebuild twice already, and one that was like just 6 days ago. Not the exact same trade, but now we're talking about the Sacramento Kings also in this three-team deal where they acquired Zach LaVine. Not only did they acquire Zach LaVine, they also acquired some draft picks. De'Aaron Fox made it known that he was not going to re-sign with the Kings and had his eyes on another destination, which ended up being San Antonio, so they trade him there instead of delaying the inevitable. And now we're going to jump in and do the Sacramento Kings rebuild, or rebuild the Sacramento Kings in 2K25 after they have traded away De'Aaron Fox and acquired Zach LaVine. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Quick notes up top. I am a little disappointed in 2K. Of course, they have all the players on their correct teams, but the draft picks are not correct, or they don't have the draft picks moved around. So the draft picks were still on the Spurs, and the Bulls had one second-round pick that we needed, or our pick back. The Bulls had our second-round pick. We got that back. Obviously, the Bulls get their pick back from the Spurs. But yeah, so in summarization, 2K does not have the picks fixed. Hoping they fix that, but we'll see. And with that all being said, I want to talk about the trade just a tad bit. I did mention what I thought about it in yesterday's video as well. Quick summarization once again. Obviously, San Antonio gets the guy that wanted to be there. They didn't give up much to make it happen either. So A+ for the San Antonio Spurs. Kept Castle and Sohan and Vassell out of the trade and kept all the Hawks picks as well. Sacramento obviously walks away with Zach LaVine and some draft capital. But talking about the Bulls first, you know, the Bulls, they waited too long to trade everybody away. And that's why they haven't gotten much in return from Caruso, Rose, and LaVine. And then whenever they get for Vucevic when they trade him, assumingly they do trade him. And then for Sacramento, which is obviously the team we're talking about today, you know, it's an okay haul. Like I would give it like a C+, B-. Like, yeah, you got Zach LaVine, but what is this ultimately leading to is the question. Like, is this team ever going to win a championship? More than likely, they're not going to. I get it. They wanted to stay above water. But this is pretty much delaying the inevitable when you're probably going to have to tear this team down eventually, because this team is basically the Bulls in the West, because you have LaVine and DeRozan reunited. Obviously, you got like Keegan Murray, who's like comparison Patrick Williams. Like, yeah, there's some similarities there. But with that being said, I'm going to let 2K determine how this rebuild goes, because if I just, you know, had my opinion, I would have just tore this team. Well, not right now, because it doesn't make sense to do that now, but if we get in the offseason, like, I would just tear it down. But if we end up being good, then maybe I'll try to make this team even better. But I do want to let 2K kind of decide what direction we should be going in. So let's fix the rotation, though, because I already know it's going to be wonky with where the positions are at right now. So obviously, Devin Carter is the starting point guard, and LaVine's coming off the bench, which we don't want. So to fix this, we'll move LaVine to shooting guard. Blake Monk is probably going to have to start the point guard right now, I imagine. So or you could throw DeRozan in there, I guess, but we'll put Malik Monk there for now. So starting five is Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, Keon Ellis, Trey Lyles, Alex Len, and Jay Crowder. Maybe the Kings make another move as well. We shall see. But I'm going to let 2K determine, like I said, how this team and how good they are. If we're a good team, then maybe we build on that in the offseason and try to get better. But if we suck, then maybe we start the process of tearing it down. So we'll see what happens. I'll see y'all at the end of year one. And let's see how it goes. So Shea is your MVP, Missy is your Rookie of the Year, Naz Reid is your sixth-man Wemby Defensive Player, and Amin Thompson Most Improved, and Trae Young is your Clutch Player, and Mark is your Coach of the Year, and John Murphy is your Executive. So let's go take a look at the results. We do get Sabonis making All-NBA second team, so that's good to see. Here's your All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team. So we're actually the 9th seed in the Western Conference, so I guess we kind of need to see how this play-in tournament goes. If we get in, and it depends on how the playoffs go too. If we get in, I want to see how successful we really are in the playoffs. If we get like swept or something, then probably need to start looking into tearing it down. But if we, you know, maybe win a playoff series, or is Derrick Rose actually playing? Why is Derrick Rose? Well, I saw that Derrick Rose signed. Oh, they literally have Derrick Rose in the rotation right now. So the roster was not full. So Derrick Rose ended up on the team, I guess. That's kind of funny, but obviously not on the Kings in real life. So we're going to put him out of the rotation. But yeah, you guys kind of saw that earlier at the beginning of the video. Like, they signed him to a deal. They signed him again. So we didn't have a full roster, I guess. But yeah, once I saw him on the team, I'm like, well, Derrick Rose is not on the Kings. I think he's officially retired, right? So yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter that much. We're not going to spend too much time on Derrick Rose. But let's simcast this play-in tournament, because this is going to determine a ton of how we determine what we do going forward. If we lose here, we're obviously out of the mix. Phoenix also has a lot to lose here if they lose to us. So let's see. How does it go? And we will win the first leg of the play-in. So we still have to win another one. But we don't get eliminated in the first leg of the play-in. We get to play the Clippers now. So the battle of the California teams. Let's see if we can win on the road in LA to get into the playoffs. And if we do, that might change how we do this offseason. And this is a close one. Damn, it's very close. So a 3-point game to get into the playoffs. Do we take the lead, or are the Clippers going to hang on? And they're up 5 now, and they're up 7. So I think we might get eliminated here. So not making the playoffs with this team is somewhat of a disaster, obviously. But I don't truly know how to feel about that. So I'm still mixed on how I want to do this offseason. Let's see who goes on to win the championship, though. I mean, oh, wow, the Clippers beat the Thunder. I'm not saying we could have done that, but that would have been wild if we had maybe pulled that off. The Mavericks, even after trading Luka, they go on to win the championship. LA didn't even make it in here. They obviously need to fix more things on the roster. I'm assuming we'll see them make another move at the deadline. LeBron, don't call it a career yet, man. You got Luka Doncic on your team. Go play with them at least one more year. All right, so we're not in the playoffs, but I do believe our pick is only top 10 protected, if I'm not mistaken. I think I learned that in the last Kings video we literally just did. We may not get our pick, as it's the 14th overall selection, and the Blazers get 1. And yeah, I'm pretty confident, if I remember correctly, that the Kings pick is only top 10 protected. So not only did we not make the playoffs, we just missed out on our lottery pick as well. It was, you know, the bottom of the lottery, but still, missing out on that, pretty brutal. So, not great. So staff signing, I mean, Doug Christie took over, obviously, after they fired Mike Brown. I couldn't think of his name for a second. But as far as the head coaches that are here, there is Charles Lee. Just got fired. So, you know what? I'm going to go for Charles Lee. He could be probably a little bit of an upgrade as long as he'll sign, which he does. So Charles Lee is our brand new head coach in Sacramento after the Hornets already gave up on him, I guess. And now on a draft night where we don't have a pick, but what do we do is the question. DeRozan has 2 years left in this deal. I think what we can do is we can try like one more trade, and maybe that means moving DeRozan. I don't even know if we'd get a good return, though. Like, that's the really good question. Devin Carter, but this team is clearly trying to stay above water. So maybe I give this another chance because, you know, maybe Sacramento could justify it by saying, hey, man, we didn't give this team a full season to gel. And if we're bad at the deadline, then you really got to think about things. So I don't know. We'll see what player options looks like because we don't have a draft pick. At least I don't think we do from anybody, right? Like, we don't have, well, I mean, yeah, we have a second rounder from the Blazers and a second rounder from the Bulls, which we can actually get a couple good players at the top of the second round. So let's see if we can pull something off here. So we have Colin Murray-Boyles, which wouldn't be bad. We'll take him to start things off. And then we have Drake Powell. So yeah, not bad at all. I actually like those 2 picks in the second round. So welcome to Sacramento. Glad I checked. Blazers take another guard instead of one of the forwards. That's interesting. Okay, so we'll sign Drake Powell and Colin Murray-Boyles. Honestly, these 2 guys could be a big part of our future going forward if we do tear it down. So Keegan Murray and Keon Ellis will sign. Isaac Jones, we could send the qualifying offer on. And then for free agency, we have no money at all. So that's going to be difficult. So Malik Monk. So, I mean, ideally, we get a traditional point guard, but I mean, I don't know. I want to keep Keon Ellis as a rotational piece. Devin Carter's probably going to be ready to play this year as the backup point guard. Levine. I mean, you could move Monk back to the shooting guard to the 6-man spot. So, and then we do need a backup center as well. So, yeah, a lot of things we truly still need. So, let's go see if we can. I mean, we can get Drummond, which is always my go-to guy in free agency. Always a pretty good backup for at least 1 year. So, yeah, I can rock with Drummond, so we can sign him. But I think we need to try to trade for a traditional point guard on this team. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but I think that's what I'm going to try to do, and we'll see if we can make it happen. I don't really know whose contract we'd use to do that. I guess it might be, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be really hard, but I'm going to try to do something, I guess. So we won't be trading for a point guard because we just don't really have a way to do that. Instead, I offered some minimums, and Josh Giddey was really, I've seen him sign for a minimum before, so I don't know why he's mad. But yeah, I went after Josh Giddey. I tried to get Tyus Jones. He was also mad for our minimum offer, which I don't blame them. Was actually really close to being able to sign Lonzo Ball. If I didn't sign Drummond, I maybe could have signed Lonzo, which would have been nice. But instead, we're going to get Trey Jones on the minimum, who just got obviously traded in that 3-team deal to Chicago. So yeah, oh wow, this is brutal. I did not expect this much regression, but I guess I'm not too surprised. Levine, DeRozan, and Malik Monk are all down 3 overall, which is not great. Trey Jones regress. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a disaster, dude. What are we going to... I mean, trade deadline is probably going to be cooked. We're probably making a fire sale at the trade deadline if I had to guess, because our game plan was to move. Yeah, I just don't see that. Yeah, we can't. I mean, Malik Monk's going to have to stay at point guard. Trey Jones was not the answer. He regressed, which I didn't expect. And our forward situation is pretty brutal, as well as backups. Yeah, we're going to move Colby Jones to 3. I think we have to, right? He's up to 75 there. Yeah, all in all, this team is probably not going to be successful next year if I had to guess. But again, I'll let 2K determine that. If we're bad or if we're even mid at the trade deadline, I'm tearing it down, dude. I don't care. We tried. We didn't get in the playoffs last year. And if we're bad this year, we got to just tear this bad boy down and just, restart, man. And I know Sacramento doesn't want to go through that again, but it's ultimately what we need to do. We'll maybe try to thread the needle to where we get some pieces that can still help us. Maybe like kind of what Toronto's doing right now in a way. But we'll see, man. So rotationally, this is what it's looking like. So pretty much the same starting 5 as last year. Keanu Ellis, Andre Drummond, Colby Jones, and Devin Carter is your bench. So pretty lackluster bench, but we'll see how it goes, man. I'll see y'all at the deadline. Probably will stop there, assuming we're not going to be good. And as you guys can see, we're off to a 1-7 start. So yeah, this is definitely headed towards, probably a fire sale at the deadline, it looks like. So here's the first trade we're doing at the trade deadline, as we are not good. I'm simply just going to ship off DeMar DeRozan to Memphis for a second-round pick. We're getting an expiring Marcus Smart, so I'm totally okay with that. DeRozan's not having a great season, so I'm not expecting a great pick in return. Memphis can maybe get something out of him off the bench or something. He's only averaging 14 points. So yeah, here's the first trade we're doing. DeRozan is headed to Memphis. We're simply just getting off his contract in this situation. I think we did this exact same trade in the last Kings video, but I'm looking to do it again. The Lakers need to continue to surround Luka and LeBron with talent. I guess Luka going forward, and Malik Monk could be a nice floor spacer off of Luka Doncic. So we're going to Rui Hachimura and a top 3 Lakers pick. So yeah, sign me up for this. That's the next trade we're doing. Next trade we're trying to do was Zach LaVine heading to Detroit. We get Tobias Harris expiring contract. We do take on Malik Beasley's contract, but that's fine. It's not the greatest contract in the world, but getting a top 10 protected pick from Detroit would feel decent if they would accept this, and they're going to counter me, it looks like. Let's see what their counter is, if it'll freaking load. 2K, what is going on? All right, well, let's just sit here in silence. There it is. Okay, so they want Drake Powell, and they'll take my 2030 unprotected. I cannot do that. We're not doing that. So I'm going to try another trade, and hopefully it doesn't take 10 business days to get a counter. But if I get your 2030 pick, that's like way out there. And here goes the 10 business days again. Just please don't ask for another first round pick. What is going on? Why the hell is this taking so long? 2K, what we doing? Like, give me a counter offer. Drake Powell, it does suck. Oh, dude, I don't really want to trade Drake Powell. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think he could be a really big part of our future. So can I just throw you my unprotected second? No. Oh my gosh, bro. This is annoying. Okay. When I have a trade accepted, because clearly we're going to be going back and forth here, well, never mind. They just only won. Okay, that's fine. So you could just take, I guess, 4 seconds, which doesn't feel great, but we get an unprotected pick in the future. Sure, why not? So welcome, Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley. And now, last but not least, is the grand prize, which is obviously the Domantas Sabonis, which I'm looking to get a good haul for him. So let's go see if we can make that happen. Okay, we have our trade here. We're going to be sending Domantas Sabonis over to the Pelicans. We're getting VJ Edgecombe in return, which feels fantastic. 2 first-round picks in Keon Brooks. I originally asked for, I think 1 pick with VJ Edgecombe, or maybe I asked for this one. That's right. So I asked for this pick here for Domantas Sabonis McCollum, and they countered me with this. Yeah, we trade Keon Ellis, but that's fine with me, man. We get 2 first-round picks in VJ Edgecombe. Great trade. That, honestly, this was a successful reset, in my opinion. So there's going to be a lot of expiring contracts, but I'm feeling very good about that deadline. So that leaves VJ Edgecombe completely out of the rotation, which I totally disagree with. I'd rather CJ McCollum just not play. I'm not keeping McCollum going forward. So Edgecombe, you deserve all the freedom in the world to go do whatever you want on the floor. What is your shot tendency? Like, go crazy this year. I don't care, because we're not going to be good regardless. That was a very successful trade deadline, in my opinion. That could not have gone any better. So we have our first round pick as well. So we'll be, in the lottery. Hopefully getting AJ, that'd be awesome, or Boozer would be cool too. So give me one of the top 2 picks, and we're really cooking. So let's simulate the rest of the season where we should be horrible. But that was a very successful reset, and I'm glad we were able to get that done. So horrible season just happened, which is exactly the way we wanted it, and we're looking to hopefully get a great lottery pick this offseason, preferably one of the top 2 picks, obviously. So we'll see if we are successful in that pursuit. But here were your player stats. So you had 15 from VJ Edgecombe, 14 from McCollum, 13.5 from Keegan Murray. There's going to be so many contracts coming off the books. It's not going to be funny. Like Tobias Harris's contract is gone. Marcus Smart's contract is gone. So we really prioritized having a lot of financial flexibility here. So obviously the first step will be the draft lottery. How lucky do we get? Like the only long-term contract we took on was obviously VJ Edgecombe, but also Malik Beasley. Everyone else is a free agent. We'll resign Keegan Murray too, don't get me wrong. But man, honestly, like I said, to me, that deadline could not have gone any better. That went super well. Oklahoma City and Boston is your finals though, and the Celtics go on to win it all. So LeBron James is going to call it quits again. Obviously, I can't stop him this time. DeMar DeRozan calls it a career as well. Let's head to the lottery. Obviously, fingers crossed here. We really need some lottery luck. I want to walk away with AJ or Boozer in this draft process so badly. We're projected pick number 1. That's usually a curse, I've noticed, when it comes to 2K. So we'll see if we can stick in the top 2. I really need it in the worst way possible. Fingers crossed. We stay in the top 2. We don't. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna punch my leg, bro. How do we fall to 5? How do dude, the Lakers are gonna add AJ with, I can't allow it to, I actually don't have anything I can give them anymore. Maybe I could have gave them some bonus in 5 for 1. That's insane, bro. That is not what we wanted at all. That sucks so badly. There's some picks I need to fix as usual. The Thunder, Utah, Bulls, Blazers. Bro, 2K, just fix this crap, man. I'm so sick of having to fix it myself. We have another pick at 18. I mean, we could try to attempt the Lakers because, bro, I really so badly wanted to walk away with AJ. We deserve to have some lottery luck here. And I know the Lakers can draft AJ, but maybe we can give them more draft picks so they can continue to build around Luka. Yes, it makes sense to me. We're doing it. I'm trading up to number 1. I don't care. Making it happen. And honestly, like I said, I'm not even like trying to cope. I actually think that could make sense because if the Lakers have more draft capital, they can send out more picks to surround Luka with better role players. They don't have time to wait on a rookie. Even though the rookie may be extremely good, they don't got time for it. So let me go fix those draft picks, and we're going to be trading up to the number 1 overall pick because I need it in my life. So as I kind of said, I was going to make a trade to attempt to trade up to number 1. So we're trading 5. Malik Beasley as another piece they could keep next to Luka or whatever. And then we're trading our 18th pick and then 2 unprotected picks from other teams that could give the Lakers more ammunition to trade for somebody to add to Luka. So what do they say? They don't agree to that, though. So we got to throw in another piece in this puzzle. So we'll throw the Spurs pick in here, and hopefully that, yeah, it does. It gets it done. So traded quite a bit to make it happen. We traded like Malik Beasley, but we get the number 1 overall pick like we wanted. So yeah, I'm walking home pretty happy with that. So welcome to the Kings, Mr. AJ. I need to learn how to say his last name. I just don't know how to say it still, but I'm going to keep calling him AJ. So welcome to the Sacramento Kings. We really wanted that in the worst way possible. I wish I could have just won it naturally, but trading up for it is fine too. Player options, Colby Jones, Devin Carter, Colin Murray-Boyles, and Drake Powell all will be accepted. All will be a big part of what we do going forward. Hoping for some development. And then we'll keep City Sissoko, Isaac Jones, and Keegan Murray will be kept as well. Hopefully Keegan Murray isn't asking for too much money. Hopefully the Lakers just get Luka back as well. But CJ McCollum, like none of these guys, like I said, Rui, Tobias Harris, CJ McCollum, Marcus Smart, like none of them will be re-signed. The only player I'm remotely interested, obviously City can come back as well on his contract. We have a ton of cap space, so like in theory we could go make an offer at Luka Doncic right now, but I'm not gonna do that. So let's go get Fox back too. But Devin Carter, I'm pretty sure we have like an empty team right now. That's actually not too bad. We do need a center though, so that might be something we need to look forward to this offseason. So we're not gonna go for Chet. I think I got Mark Williams in the last Kings video, so I probably won't do that. Hardenstein, but we just need a bridge center. I'm not looking to like get a all-star center, but Keegan Murray will obviously be re-signed, as I kind of already mentioned. Although taking him to the last day of last day could be the smarter move because he might be like super cheap on the last day. So what centers can we get that might make sense? So there's like Ayton, there's Robinson, there's Charles, there's Nick Richards, got Yabusele, Jalen Williams, but I do want a starter, don't get me wrong. Mark Williams does fit our timeline. Jalen Duren is never, like, Detroit may not match this, so we could throw an offer sheet at Jalen Duren. I don't hate that. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? We got a pretty solid 2 young pieces, and Jalen Duren fits their timeline exactly. So, yeah, we can throw an offer sheet at Jalen Duren. We have the money. Let's do it. So, let's see if the Pistons will match that, and it doesn't look like they will. So, we're going to get Jalen Duren to start this free agency period. We give him a ton of money, which is why Duren's like, okay, Sacramento's throwing me a bag. Let me go. So, let's go. Let's make that happen. We can renounce these trade exceptions, and we can renounce these 2. But Keegan Murray, City Sissoko are 2 guys I want back. So, Jalen Duren, is brought in, which is nice. So I love that for us. Devin Carter, and then Keegan Murray will be brought back in, so he'll be our power forward. Drake Powell will be backup too. So to me, we just need a point guard and a backup center. So let's just do that, and then we're good. But I'm not looking to go like crazy here. So Mitchell, there's AJ Mitchell, which I've actually seen AJ Mitchell develop super nicely. I don't remember what video it was, but I think it was very recently where he turned into a stud. So sign me up for AJ Mitchell as our backup, maybe even our starter one day. So I'm cool with that. And then just a backup 5, like give me, let's say we give an opportunity to Charles, who also fits our timeline. So yeah, giving out, some money here, but I'm cool with it. So Charles and AJ Mitchell are now Sacramento Kings, and then we will resign Keegan Murray on the last day to make it as cheap as possible. And City Sissoko will probably be back too. So we can maybe even resign him to a long-term deal too. So yeah, let's give him like a 3-year deal for, yeah, I'm cool with that. And then Keegan Murray, 4 years. I guess this didn't make it really any. Well, yeah, it's going to be, can we go 20 on the dot maybe to him, or 20.25 is fine too. Yeah, so Keegan Murray and City will be signed. Now for player progression, you already have Duren up to an 87. VJ Edgecombe's already up to an 83. AJ Mitchell is up to an 81 already. So yeah, honestly, I really love how this rebuild is going so far. I think this is going to lead to something super special, and I cannot wait. So let's go look at the rotation for year number 3. I don't know if we'll make the playoffs this upcoming season, but we're definitely going to be a very fun team for sure. So here is the rotation going into year number 3. Devin Carter starts at the point guard with VJ Edgecombe, AJ, Keegan Murray, Jalen Duren, AJ Mitchell, Charles, Kobe Jones, and Colin Murray Boyle. So it does leave Drake Powell at the rotation for now, but man, is he getting better by the moment. We actually can go Tam in rotation to get him some minutes too. So let's shrink the bench utilization down just a tad bit. Drake Powell will be involved this year as well. You want to look at shot tendencies just fairly quickly. Obviously, AJ usually is pretty damn good, but let's just bolster it up even further. Let's make him immediately good. So let's go something along the lines of that. VJ Edgecombe and AJ should be really good right away. The other AJ might be really good too. We'll see how he turns out. But no expectations this year. I don't think we'll be in the playoffs. If we're bad again, obviously it's not the biggest deal in the world. We have a bright future ahead of us. It would be cool if we made it to the play-in, but we'll just kind of see how the season goes, and we'll build on that, whatever it may be. So a very fun and exciting year for us, as obviously boosting up AJ's shot tendency really paid off. Rookie of the year immediately, so love to see that. And Luka Doncic, class player on the Lakers. But we ended up making it into the play-in tournament, which is awesome. AJ All-NBA third team in his rookie season. Obviously, there was a reason why we traded up to get him, so I'm very happy to have him in Sacramento right now. We are in the play-in, which we were in the play-in earlier, but this one feels better, right? Because we're a young team still building. AJ Mitchell was so good right away, man. I got to sign him more often because, man, he's a damn good player, and he didn't even start any games, and he averaged 19 off the bench. 18 from VJ Edgecombe, 15 from Duren, 11 from Keegan Murray, 9 from Devin Carter, 7 from Kobe Jones, 6 from Colin Murray Boyles, and 5.5 from Drake Powell. Honestly, I need to stop sleeping on second-round picks because both these guys were second-round picks, and we have 2 rotational pieces probably going forward as long as we resign them. But we're playing the Rockets in the first leg, so let's see if we can beat them. So Houston at this point has Ty Jerome at the point guard, Jalen Green, Whitmore, Amin Thompson, Şengün, and Tari Eason. And we will lose. Okay, so we're in the same position as last year, or 2 years ago. But this time we're the higher seed over the Clippers, and we don't really have as much pressure on us this time. But let's see if that even matters. We have the lead right now, and it looks like we might walk. Oh, hold on. And we are going to get in the playoffs. So we're in the playoffs as the 8th seed going up against Dallas, with Anthony Davis and Derek Lively, Gafford, Kyrie, and Jaden Hardy as a starting backcourt. So no expectations on us. We're just here playing with house money for now. So let's simulate current round against Dallas, and let's see if we can. No. So we're not going to give them any problems. We do lose in 4, but playoff experience is still valuable to have gotten there. So we got San Antonio with De'Aaron Fox. Or no, not De'Aaron Fox. They let him go. Or that's Brooklyn. I'm stupid. Looking at Brooklyn's team like, oh, where's De'Aaron Fox? No, he's not. I guess De'Aaron Fox didn't stay on the Spurs either. So Brogdon's the starting point guard instead. Yo, let me help you out, San Antonio. You just put Castle at point guard. Like, you're better off doing that. I don't know why we're starting Brogdon. So Castle, there you go. Now Castle gets the opportunity to start. I don't know if that fixes it right away. It doesn't. So I would put Castle in there if I'm you with San Antonio, but you do you. Something occur around, and Brooklyn still won regardless. Yeah, is it Jaeger or Yegor, or how is that how you say it? I don't know, but let's beat the Spurs in 5, and obviously we're going to keep building. So Paul George, regressed down to 77 overall and is retiring. Damn, bro. Dude is down bad. So now to the lottery. I don't think we have a pick here because we obviously traded a ton of it to We have the 15th pick, though, so that's nice. So we'll see what we can get at the 53rd overall selection. Charles Lee, I mean, just got us to the playoffs, so we probably rock with him again unless we really want a different upgrade. Like, Tyronn Lue is just sitting here. I don't know, man. Give me Tyronn Lue if we can get him. I usually have success with Tyronn Lue. I don't know if he'll sign, though. He may not. Quinn Snyder we can offer on 2, and then Tom Thibodeau, no. Mike Malone, can bring him back to Sacramento. What do you say? So Quinn Snyder will sign with us. So you know what? Quinn Snyder's not a bad hire. Let's do it. So Quinn Snyder, welcome to Sacramento. Let's head to draft night, and let's pick with number 15 and see what we can do there. Number 15, let's see if we can... Ooh, I don't know who this guy is, but damn, this name is cool, and I think I've said that before. So welcome to Sacramento, out of Sudan. Abraham, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know how to say this name, but he is a 75 overall right away. Love that. Joe Smith, probably can not worry about too much. And obviously, we kind of knew these 2 second rounders would be sitting here, and I have interest in bringing both of them back. So... Colby Jones is a free agent. I have interest in bringing him back too. We don't have Wemby money. That would be funny if we did, but we don't, which I'm fine with. I think we're slowly building into something really good. So AJ, Devin Carter, VJ Edgecombe, AJ, City Sissoko, Keegan Murray, but we're going to bring Drake Powell back and also Colin Murray Boyle. So there's going to be some backup forwards for us. Do we just run it back? Honestly, like, I'm not opposed to it. We could just re-sign Colby Jones and then get the other 2 back. I don't think it's going to let me. I'm going to have to wait for them to come back in their qualifying offers. 2K has never fixed that where, like, second rounders, I don't know, for whatever reason, they're just, like, never available for you to just be re-signed with bird rights, which I think is because they're not, you know, on 4-year deals or whatever. But they should both be back, I think. So, yeah, they're both back. So let's see what player progression is truly looking like. But, yeah, 88 Edgecombe and an 88 AJ right away. Jalen Duren, and then Mitchell's also up to an 83. Drake Powell already up to an 81, and then Colin Murray Boyles is up to a 76. So he didn't develop as much as I thought he maybe would, but no complaints from me. So Mitchell, Devin Carter, VJ Edgecombe, Drake Powell, Colby Jones, City Sissoko, Colin Murray Boyles is the 4, and then Charles will still be the backup 5, but Abraham is waiting in the shadows as well. So I have a lot of expectations going into this next season. I don't know if we'll win a championship this year, but with VJ Edgecombe and AJ being as good as they are now, you know, I think there is a possibility we can make a deep playoff run. The one thing I'm already intrigued by is power ranking. It has us listed first, which is pretty wild. I've never seen that before. I don't even know how to look at that, to be honest with you. I know there used to be a way where you can look at power rankings, but it's all good. All we see at the top is we're number 1. So Mitchell, Edgecombe, AJ, Keegan Murray, Jalen Duren, Drake Powell, Charles, Devin Carter, and Colby Jones, and City Sissoko as your rotation. So it does leave Colin Murray Boyles out of the rotation, which sucks, but it's all good. Proficiency is a 4-star balance, and, you know, I assume that Edgecombe and AJ are about to pop off for this team, and then Mitchell is our 3rd option. So I'm cool with that. I love it that way. So let's see if this season is special as 2K thinks it's going to be. Don't know if we'll win a championship this year, like I said, but as you guys can see, the team is doing extremely good right now. So I wouldn't rule it out. Maybe a championship is happening this season. Maybe it will. We'll see. Jokic is in a Warriors jersey and wins MVP. Definitely interested to see if they still have Steph Curry. Haven't been paying attention to see if he retired. Trae Young is in Detroit. Okay, Wemby defensive player. Hugo most improved in Houston. Devin Booker's your clutch player, and Quinn Snyder's your coach of the year. As you guys can see, the season paid off. Power ranking had us first for a reason, and we can clearly see why. We don't make an All-NBA team with any of our guys, though, which I was for sure thought that AJ would make it, but he didn't. All-rookie first team and all-rookie second team. So, do the Warriors still have Stephen Curry with Jokic? They sure do. So, that'll be a fun team to face up against if we do match up with them. We are the first team in the West. So, here were your player stats. You had 21 from AJ, 18 from VJ Edgecombe, 15 from Mitchell, 15 from Drake Powell, 13 and 10 from Jalen Duren, and then 12 from Keegan Murray, 9.5 from Devin Carter, and 8 from Colby Jones. So, let's see. We get Luka Doncic and the Lakers, which we obviously made the draft night trade with them. They have Connect, Nikola Topic, Caleb Wilson, Cameron Johnson. There's a good team that LA has. LeBron James no longer here. Facing Luka Doncic is always intimidating, but hopefully we don't lose in round 1. But it wouldn't shock me, I'll say. So let's simulate current round, and we will beat them in 5. Okay, so we get a playoff series victory, which feels great. I don't know the last time the Kings won a playoff series, but I have to imagine it's in the early 2000s, I believe. But Rob Dillingham, Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Noah, Najri, Julius Randle. So, yeah, Minnesota's a damn good-looking team on paper. Hopefully, though, we can beat them, too, and make it to the conference finals already. That'd feel really good. So, And we're not going to. We're down 3-0, though. 3-1, and I don't think we're getting back. Well, oh my goodness. No way we actually do this to them. No way. There's no way. Okay, so this is now a tied series after being down 3-0. I mean, did we just do all this just to lose in Game 7? Wow. I thought we were dead in the water, but we actually might walk away with the win after being down 3-0. You know what? Whatever. I'll take it. We get to draw women. It sucks that Fox isn't here anymore in San Antonio. Maybe I shouldn't have helped him, but Stephon Castle's the starter now, which makes sense. I mean, obviously, that's what they should have done earlier. But Jaren Jackson and Wembanyama's one hell of a front court. But yeah, it would have been way better if Fox was still in still in San Antonio. That would have been like poetic justice, honestly. But Game 1 goes to San Antonio. Game 2, we even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. Are we really going to beat the Spurs? We're in the NBA Finals. What can I say? Dude, this guy's a cheat code. There's a reason why I wanted him. And now we get to play the Miami Heat in the Finals. And this would be... Well, Miami's team is damn good. They have Bam Adebayo, Mark Williams, Tari Eason, Khalil Ware. It's a good-looking team. Hero, Ace Bailey. Yeah, this team is really good. So this is going to be tough. But here goes nothing. Game 1 goes to Miami. Game 2. Oh, boy. We got here just to lose. Or did we even it up? Now we're down 3-1. I mean, we just made the Minnesota Timberwolves blow a 3-0 lead. But I don't know if we're doing this to this Miami team. It's a damn good-looking team. We might... Oh, okay. We're not going to go home yet. So we are going to force a Game 6. So who knows, man? If we win Game 6, I wouldn't rule anything out. I'm just going to say that. It would be wild if we, came back from 3-0, then 3-1 in the same playoffs, though. We might force a Game 7 as long as we hang on. This is going to be close, though, down the stretch. Just hang on, man. Get me to a Game 7 for the drama. We're down 3 with a minute 21 left. I doubt we make this happen, but, man, would it be special. I'm not playing this time. My gameplay has been so bad. I'm just going to stay away from playing. So just let's watch let's just watch what happens. We're down 3, minute 21 left in the game. Let's just see if we can make something happen. So Edgecombe is going to drive on Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey is playing great defense so far. I'm about to say I'm smelling a bad shot coming soon, but maybe we spread the ball. Keegan Murray's got it, and now he's going to take it to the basket. Not the worst shot I've seen lately when I've jumped in from the AI, but not the greatest either. So we got a rebound, please. No, they got the offensive board. Ace Bailey 3, and he misses 2. Now we have the rebound. So now we're still only down 3 points. Okay, just need a BJ Edgecombe and 1. Nobody gets the layup. 44 seconds left. We can still force a Game 7. Lock in, Sacramento. Lock in. So Tyler Hero's going to have the ball. We need a stop on defense. Let's see if we can make it happen. Hero's just going to drive, and he is going to make the shot. I will say he didn't take much clock off, so we're still in position. We're still only down 3, so it's not over yet. But, man, is it looking bleak right now. But it looks like Edgecombe's going to have a step, and he does dunk it on their faces, and Miami's going to call a timeout. So I do assume that Sacramento's going to automatically foul here, which, there's so much. I don't know, man. Let's make sure they don't foul. I want to just kind of let this play out. Although I don't think I can do it if I'm not on his side, can I? So let's try that now. Wait, do I have to jump in really quickly? So I'm in here, but I want to make sure we don't foul. So late game fouling. Let's do manual. And maybe if I, go back, it's still going to foul regardless. But let's just see if that works. I don't know if it will. But Miami's going to inbound. And yeah, they fouled regardless. So never mind. So Miami's going to the free throw line. And Devin Carter just fouled out. So Hero, I mean, it's still going to be a 3-point game. But if we get lucky and Hero misses one, that'd be awesome. I don't know if we'll get that lucky. So Hero going to make both. So it's a 3-point game again. And we're going to call our last timeout. Down 3-2 right now. And attempting to force a Game 7. We need a 3 to tie the game more than likely, or we're going to have to keep playing the foul game. There's plenty of time to where you can just take a layup or something too, but we'll see what happens. So AJ is going to get the inbound. Let's see what he does with Hami Jaquez guarding him. He's just going to take it to the basket. I don't love the stopping there, but maybe he was trying to draw a foul. I don't know. We're going to have to play the foul game. So it's a 1-point game again. Hero's going to the line again, and we'll see if he can maybe miss one. Can he slip up? Let's see. Hero, don't miss a free throw, man. Don't do it to him. And he is going to make the first one, and he makes the second one. So smooth as butter so far from Hero at the free throw line. But here we go. AJ is going to have the ball this time. He was able to score last time. Let's see what he does this time. He's going to take it to the basket again, and he's going to miss the layup, and that's probably all she wrote. So unfortunately going to fall short, but the fact we made it to the finals already is already an extremely good sign. So it's just, I believe, probably a matter of time before we actually win it all. So let's just send the in on this one. We'll take our L, and we'll be back. That's all I can say. So back to the offseason we go. Unfortunately, would have loved to win a championship there, but it was not meant to be just yet. We're still on a very young timeline. We have the Lakers pick, number 19. That's from the Rui trade, I believe. So we'll be drafting there again, and we'll just kind of see what we can get there. So I didn't mean to replay that. But Quinn Snyder got us to the finals, so obviously no need to fire him. We were 2 games away from winning it all. Would have been awesome to have done that in AJ's young career. But what do we want here? So we could probably take Zion Green here out of Penn State. Welcome to Sacktown. Feeling good about that, and he will be a nice piece. And we had another first rounder, but Tyler Sutton will be drafted. So player options, of course, can accept both of these, and then qualifying offers. A lot of free agents to worry about, and I have interest in bringing every single one of them back. So team is about to get, more expensive, but I think it'll be worth it to re-sign all these pieces, clearly. So let's make sure that happens. And progression should look really good for us. We do have money to sign another good player if we want to, but do we need to is the question. We're not on moratorium, are we? No, we're not yet. There it is. Okay, so let's take a look at what that looks like now. So AJ Mitchell, Carter, Drake Powell, VJ Edgecombe, AJ, Sadie Sissoko, Colby Jones, Colin Murray Boyles, and then Charles, and then Abraham. So yeah, don't think I'm going to sign anybody else. I guess if I would, it'd probably be to, maybe have ammunition for another trade at the deadline. Are we over the second apron already? We might be. We're getting there, and I don't know how, we're years down the future, so we're getting closer. So I'm not going to sign anybody just in case. But I think we're still under it based off how the number jumps up every year, obviously. But if we were in the current day with that number, we would definitely be over it. So here's your progression. So AJ's a 92. Drake Powell only, up to an 82. I thought he was going to go up even more. But Abraham clearly is ready to be a backup 5. So that's definitely something we need to take into consideration. So maybe we could trade Charles right now and maybe get something better at one of these other positions. So I guess small forward would be kind of my target. Or even, yeah, let's get a better backup forward. Let's do that right now. That would be my game plan. So let's trade Charles away along with one of these forwards. Let's get a better backup forward somewhere. I have not traded for Mikal Bridges in quite a long time. He used to be my favorite player to ever trade for. It felt like every rebuild, not every rebuild, but I know some people used to give me crap for how many times I traded for Mikal Bridges, but I think I want to do it again. We're going to be sending them Charles, City, and Colin Murray Boyles from Mikal Bridges. We do get an unprotected Knicks pick as well. I don't think I'll take that off of them, though. We're just going to get Mikal Bridges for this haul right there. Mikal is going to be our big addition to the team as we're, pursuing a championship. We could move AJ to power forward and rock with Mikal at the 3. I don't hate that idea. Or even move VJ Edgecombe there. But let's move Mikal there. And let's rock AJ at the 4. He would go down 2 overall. But I think he'll start regardless. So we'll rock with that. Mikal is going to play starting small forward. And obviously the ultimate goal is to go win a championship this year. We, move some players around. But Abraham's going to be our new backup 5. Putting a lot of faith in him to step up. But I have a lot of confidence that this is the year we're going to bring it home. If we don't, we're going to be very devastated. We were so close last year. Kind of surprised our proficiency didn't go up at all. But 4-star balance still. And then we'll move AJ to power forward here in just a second. But yeah, it looks good, man. So we're probably going to just rock a 9 rotation as well. Let's just rock that. And I'll see you guys at the end of this season with the expectation that, hey, man, we're going to be in the playoffs and we're going to go win a championship. So AJ wins MVP at the end of this season. Not only did he win MVP, I have to imagine he got us Coach of the Year with Quinn Snyder as we won 71 games, dude. Yeah, this team was damn good. So rightfully so. I assume VJ Edgecombe might be here too, and he is. So All-NBA second team, both of them were fantastic. But the ultimate goal is to win a championship. All the accolades are cool, but I feel like I've been getting extremely unlucky when it comes to championships in 2K. So let's make it happen, man. 25 from AJ. 22 from VJ Edgecombe, 14 from Mitchell, 13 from Mikal, 12 from Jalen Duren, and 12 from Drake Powell. So let's get it. New Orleans in round 1, Murray, Arenas, Ingram, Zion, Sabonis. So we do get to play Sabonis again, who's regressed down to an 85 overall, only averaging 7 and 5 now in New Orleans. Very interesting. But yeah, I mean, we better win. That's all I got to say. We don't get first rounded, hopefully, and we will beat them in 6. So a little terrifying, but we do win. We get to play Dallas without Luka Doncic. They have Kyrie, AD, Gafford, Gigi Jackson's there. But I do ultimately think we're better. Hopefully 2K agrees. So when we come around against Dallas and we beat them in 4. Now we get San Antonio, who we beat pretty easily last year, but it's still the San Antonio Spurs with Wemby. And Malik Thomas has gotten better. Stephon Castle has gotten better. So this is still going to be a very tough series we have in our hands. But we're up 1-0. We're going to let them even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. In Game 5, please. Let's simcast Game 6. I'm not looking for... I don't want to go to Game 7, personally. Especially against Wemby and the Spurs. Let's just win right now. Take care of business. And we can, go to the finals happy. And I'd love to see... Oh, my gosh. We're getting blown out. Wait, we get back in it. But I would love to see Miami in the finals again. And we can get revenge. We got to win this one. And we're not going to. We're going to a Game 7. Oh, boy. Game 7 on our hands. Game 7 on the other side, too. So... do we go 8-man rotation? I'm going to do 8-man rotation. Let's play our 8 best players. And let's win Game 7, hopefully. So Game 7, just get off to a fast start and never look back is what I'm kind of hoping for here. We have the lead right now, and it looks like we are going to beat the Spurs. So thankfully, we're going to the finals again. And it's not Miami, I don't think. It's actually Brooklyn. So it is Brooklyn that we're playing against. So not the Miami Heatles. And Brooklyn, they have Claxton. We do get to play Fox, though, so I guess I was kind of asking for that earlier, and we get it now. John Collins off the bench, Capella off the bench. But yeah, I think we should beat this team, man. I really do. Do we go back to 9-man rotation, though? I think we do. Let's do it. 9-man rotation. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2, they even it up. 2-1 for us. 3-1, please. Yes, and... let's go. We end this video off with a championship. AJ is your finals MVP. This low-key might be my favorite Kings rebuild I ever did. And I'm very happy with the turnout of it. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. It feels good to be back in the win column. Thank y'all for watching. Obviously, I'll be live on Thursday for the trade deadline and be doing videos on any other trades that happen. It's already been a crazy week. I'm assuming we're going to maybe get another crazy trade. Maybe Jimmy Butler. I saw there was a report about Durant maybe being shopped. So we'll see. Thank y'all for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.